Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be looking at Ethereum Classic, ETC. What the heck is going on? Okay, welcome back everybody. If you have not subscribed to me on Twitter, I'm going to keep talking about this until I get enough subscribers, I guess. But link is down in the description. You get quicker updates on the price than I can offer on videos. So what do you got to lose besides being on Twitter? Anyway, okay, ETC on the weekly. Going to go back to where we started. So we started with ETC as we broke above the 200 EMA, I believe. We've been forming this falling, broadening wedge on ETC, and it's still, I mean, we didn't get the pump that I was hoping for after the merge, but also I didn't know what to expect after the merge. I don't think anybody really did. So, I mean, we're still sitting pretty good. We're creating that cup and handle that I think I talked about previously. It's a really ugly cup and handle, but it still works. And if anything, it's still a higher low. Good news on Ethereum Classic is we don't have any bearish divergence forming on the weekly, which is good. So we have got lower highs on the RSI, but we also have lower highs on the price action. We don't have any red on the braid filter. Volume is not pushing the price down too bad. I mean, it's down to $33, $34 roughly, but you know, we're kind of just hovering around this resistance that we've had here for quite a while, which is good. We want to hover around there. The more we hover around there, the more chance we have of breaking up. So another good thing is the Fibonacci looks fantastic. So we go from the bottom to the top, and I mean, we didn't even come down to test the 382 unless we want to use this bottom down here. And it actually pulls us further away. So yeah, we didn't even come down to test the 382 yet. We're holding on to the 236 right now as I speak, which is super bullish in my opinion. And after this massive run-up, just like with Ravencoin and a couple other coins that made a move, you know, we went up 250% in just a few weeks. So after that massive run-up, a sideways consolidation is normal. Now, we could be doing this cup and handle pattern here, or you could call this a bull flag of sorts on the weekly. I think it even looks nicer on the daily. Another good thing is we broke above on the RSI on the weekly, so we broke the MA over here. We came up, and now we're coming back down to retest the 50 line. We did it once, we're about to do it twice, and honestly, here's what we really need to pay attention to, I think. I just noticed this, but this is something that I think we need to pay attention to. When this RSI and this moving average meet at this 50 line, which it looks like they're just about to meet, probably one of the weekly charts, so, and we've got 1 day, 17 hours to go, so maybe next week these two might meet. And when they do, that is going to be the make or break for the price, I believe. If the weekly chart breaks through the MA to the downside, that's not good. We're probably going to come down a little bit further, possibly to retest this 618 line right here, maybe even to the 0.5, because that's where we got some previous resistance and previous support. So that could, and also the 200 EMAs right there. So that's possible if we break down through. Now, if we bounce off the MA on the RSI, that's the good news. So if we bounce off of that, that's when we would bounce off the bottom here and then possibly make our breakout. So we need to pay attention to that RSI right there. I think it's very important. We are still holding within this really ugly channel that I've put out here. So that's good. I did say in my last Ethereum Classic video that we were breaking down on a smaller time frame from a triangle pattern. Let's go down to the 4 hour. We had this super ugly triangle pattern forming on the 4 hour, which was right here. I mean, it's not a pretty one, that's for sure. But we did have a triangle pattern. We broke out of it, which was also breaking down below the 200 EMA on the 4 hour. And I said that we're probably going to come down and retest the bottom here. Now, I still think that that's likely, especially since the RSI is getting rejected below the MA down here, and we're still on red in the braid filter. And not only are we on red in the braid filter on the 4 hour, but we are getting a higher histogram on the braid filter on the 4 hour, and there's only 20 minutes to go. So yeah, I could totally see us still coming back down to retest the lower part of this trend line. Now this could be drawn, I just kind of threw this up there, so I mean, it's not pretty. We could probably drop it a little bit. to touch all the wicks and the bodies and all that other jazz. So yeah, I just threw that up there. But yeah, we're going to be coming back down probably to just under $30. I could see that happening. If it doesn't, great, you know, that's fine. It's really hard to put a Fibonacci on this thing out here because the price action is just all over the place. It's really ugly. So, yeah, not really going to use a Fibonacci on the 4-hour. Let's see where this price target is supposed to be anyways. So the price target, so it's actually bad news if the price target actually plays out. Price target is below this line here. Now again, this price action is so ugly, you know, you never know, right? These lines can be placed all over the place. Maybe it just wicks underneath there and then holds it with a body. That'd be pretty bullish, I think. And it's funny because we're on the 4-hour, we're just kind of dancing up and down around this. The red here is our long-term trend line. We're just kind of dancing around it. I feel like Ethereum Classic is just waiting to, I don't know, waiting for something to make its move. But we will see. We will see. I'm going to move over to the daily just to see if I missed anything over here. So the bull flag, you know, if you want to consider that a bull flag, I think we've already talked about this. You know, you pull it from the bottom up to the top, and the bull flag would give us a price target out of the, you know, out of here and all the way up to about $100, which would be a great place for a rejection. You know, $100, a good round number. That's where that bull flag would take us. You know, we're getting a couple reds on the daily, which is not good for this. And we did break below the MA and the 50 on the daily. But, you know, we can go all the way down to the 40 and still be okay. Once you break below that 40 on the RSI, that's kind of where you want to start worrying. So we got a little bit of room to run. So if we did fall down again, that's also going to retest the 200 EMA on the daily. So, you know, totally seeing that happen. Coming back down to the 200, right around $30, which would also allow us to test the 40 on the RSI. And once we get down to the 40, like right here, which was right up here, we then saw a bounce and we got to move to the upside. And right here, we just about touched the 40 and we got our bounce and moved a little bit to the upside. So I kind of expect in the next week or so, we're going to come down and retest this 40 line. If we break the 40, I think we're in trouble. If we hold the 40 and get another bounce, that might be what we need, is to come back down one more time, retest this, and then finally get a bounce out of there. Who knows? We could be going sideways over here until the next year. You never know. Ethereum Classic is doing something funny, but we'll find out. So anyway, I think that's all I got for Ethereum Classic. If you like this video, subscribe, share it, do that stuff. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a dude on his computer. Talk to you later.